Hi, this is Kelly. I'm really sorry that it's taken me so long to make another video. Just a lot's been going on in 2 years' time. Seems like it was just yesterday, but it's been a long 2 years. To start it off, we lived with our in-laws for a little while. We had everything in storage, and our storage unit was broken into. A lot of stuff was taken. Luckily, they didn't get to my wheelchair, but my webcam and a lot of other stuff, and even stupid stuff, was taken. So it was a lack of a webcam for a while. But then mostly it was my MS acting up. With a lot of stuff going on, I had an exacerbation. I stopped Rebuff because it just kind of wasn't working for me, and that exacerbation, I finally ended up going into the hospital when it kept getting worse and kept getting worse, and I just couldn't walk. I couldn't even make it outside 5 feet or through the house. So I went into the hospital, and they had me in there for 5 days, because of the solumedrol, and I started a little bit of physical therapy. I was doing better. I got out, and like a couple weeks later we moved, and then I think I had another flare-up since then, but I'm not exactly sure because it seemed to be one after another after another. I was in physical therapy, which I do 3 times a week, and I'm still doing it, and I've been doing this since July, August, and I was really doing good in physical therapy, but then bam, I had another exacerbation. So that just set me back so much, and now I'm slowly, I'm losing my patience on my own body, but slowly getting better. Right now I'm using forearm crutches nonstop. I can't go very far with them, otherwise I have to use my wheelchair, or if I go shopping like at Walmart or Target or wherever, I use their electric carts. I've just had a lot of, physical stuff and physical changes that I've had to go through, and I just kind of sleep now. I, try not to do anything because it's just, overwhelming, and I'm pretty much homebound, where I'm scared to go out because I just don't have the physical energy, and that takes a toll on, my family, my sons and my husband. But we've adapted pretty well. I started, now that after all this has happened, I am on Thai Sabri right now. I've had 6 infusions, so 6 months worth. I have to say that, I don't know if it's working, I don't know if it's not, because this is a one medication since I've been on all Rebuff, Avonex, whatever, that I don't feel any side effects whatsoever. The first couple of infusions, I had like a Thai Sabri day, where it was like 2 days later I would just have more energy in physical therapy. I'd kick butt there, like wow. Now it's just kind of like I just don't get those days anymore. I wish I did. But, it's nice not having, you just go in, do your infusion, and leave, and I don't feel sick, I don't get headaches, I have nothing. It's nice. I'm trying to think of what else. I was going to do a Thai Sabri video, but my husband recorded it with his cell phone, and everything was going good. I just don't have the video editing expensive software because there was another person in the background who was being infused for a totally different reason, and I don't want to have her on there because she doesn't want everybody to know what's wrong and everything else with her, so I just don't know how to cut her out yet. I'm not a movie maker person. The things that, let me see, besides the crutches and wheelchair, I was completely numb everywhere from, I think, armpits or breasts on down, and I couldn't feel anything. I was on solumedrol again. This is before I started the Thai Sabri, and so I've got some feeling back. My right hand has a lot less feeling than it should. I touched something, and it's like, okay, what am I touching? It's gotten a little bit better, so my brain kind of says, okay, it might be this, it might be that you're, touching, things like that. I have had, this is a little embarrassing to say, but I know a lot of you out there have had this, But bowel incontinence, there's just been times where I have no control, and of course as slow as I move nowadays, I can't get to the bathroom in time, and it happens. This is like bladder incontinence, you know. I'm not wearing diapers or anything. I refuse to. I make sure that if I go anywhere, if I have to eat out or anything like that, I take an Imodium. So that seems to help, but if I don't have one, then yeah, I'm kind of SOL. I've experienced a lot of spasticity, and I've been on baclofen, and it just wasn't doing enough. I have spasticity throughout my whole body. It's not just one spot. And then they tried Tizanidine, but that didn't do anything for me at all. So now, you know, since a lot of the spasticity is in my left leg, my left side of my body is a lot worse. Where I just can't get that to go. If it was in my right side of my body, you know, if it was this equal, then I'd be doing a lot better. But they did a Botox in my calf, and I don't know if it's wearing off or what, but I have to go in a month or so and get it. And we're going to try it in the hamstrings because it's still spastic. I still take the baclofen because, like I said, the rest of my body still gets, I guess spastic, or the spasticity. A lot of people think that spasticity is where you're like jerking. Spasticity is where your muscles contract, and they, like when you walk, they contract, they let go, they contract, they let go. Well, a lot of times they just stay contracted and don't know how to let go, so you're like walking like Frankenstein or things like that. I am now doing self-catheterization about 98% of the time. If I'm lucky, I can go on my own, but that doesn't happen very often. So I've been dealing with UTI after UTI after UTI, which now I'm seeing a different urologist, and we're trying to get that under cover, under wraps. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on. I just know that, it's not much, and I've experienced a lot more. But there's stuff that I've experienced in the past and I'm experiencing now that's all just kind of come together. I don't think there's anything else that I just want to say. I know I've been boring you right now with just stupid stuff. I'm going to be making a couple other videos soon, so until then, I have a Twitter account now, so if you have Twitter, you can follow me. I'm trying to update stupid stuff and whatnot. I haven't figured the whole thing out yet. But on Twitter, I'm Kelli with MS. That's my name, no spaces. And don't forget, I'm on MySpace as well, so if you want to email me, it's xxxxkelli xxxx. I'll put it on the end of the video. And then on Facebook, I also have Facebook. I don't get a chance to check that very often, but my name on there is Kelli, and my last name is Angel. So, you can see my picture, and I think it's the Spider-Man thing. But you can find me on there. And other than that, I think that's about it. I've caught you up. Thanks for watching.